gentlemen, welcome to the Red Brand WCW. And we are only 3 weeks away from Hell in a Cell. Is it 3 or is it 2? Well, if this is the third week, the second week, so that means we've got 2 weeks left. So 2 weeks left away, talk about some 3 weeks. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, welcome to WCW, the best brand in this co-op universe mode. Forget Smackdown Live, forget Impact Wrestling. This is where it's at. A jam-packed show for you tonight. Kicking the show off here with a one-on-one match, a bit of one-on-one action, gets things going here on WCW. But yeah, just before we continue on, I just want to thank everyone for their support on this series. I know we've been a bit sluggish and a bit slowish on producing videos as of late, but we're obviously coming to the end of the cycle of WWE 2K17. I know Kerosene gonna get happy about that. I just said we're coming to the end of the cycle of WCW. No, we're getting to the end of the cycle of WWE 2K17, and 2K18 is in October, so that's like 4 months away. So we're not far away. So we're kind of just looking towards that, but we're still going to give you some universe mode content. And here comes the future of this universe mode. Pete Dunne, my boys. Listen, this man has it all: the charisma, the attitude, the aggression, the in-ring ability, his own division, his own weight class, the bruiserweight. You know, no one's in his weight class. He ain't in his weight class, and he has made a vow to climb the ladder from the bottom here, and successfully defeated last week Heath Slater, and tonight has his eyes set on Adrian Neville, who's very upset at the fact that his division is now extinct. It's finished. The cruiserweight division is no more, and Neville will have to find his way here through the mid-card division, and a big elbow drop off the middle rope there. Bit of a tribute to the Macho Man Randy Savage, a huge elbow drop to the heart, and that is enough to get a 3 over Adrian Neville. Adrian Neville takes the L here, and Pete Dunne is successful in his second week here on WCW Monday Nitro, picking up another victory. And please keep note, Pete Dunne has not used his finisher yet to defeat someone. It's not even taken his finisher to defeat someone. This motherfucker has done it all through the ability that he can produce in the ring. But later tonight in the main event, we have got CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. The World Heavyweight Champion is in action tonight. Obviously, these two are, you know, 2 of the 6 in the Armageddon Hell in a Cell that will be taking place in 2 weeks' time at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And we've got Kevin Nash from the NWO taking on Mojo Rawley of the Hype Bros, the newly crowned World Tag Team Champions. Mojo Rawley will be in action tonight against Kevin Nash to get some sort of revenge for the Hype Bros, as you know, last week Zack Ryder took the L from Scott Hall. So that is what we have coming up here. But up next, jeez! Hey, fuck them hoes. Fuck them hoes. Deep inside, this tune is so holy. It's on my iPhone, and I don't care. Better play this tune. And I enter a building because this is tune is so holy. This tune is so holy, it's so lit, it's so lit. Listen, that tune, when it come on, it's a wrap. It makes me happy, but this song just makes the whole mood, the atmosphere come back to normal. We're out of bubbly land. This is where it goes down. Samoa flipping Joe. This man don't play. Flipping hell. And last week we found out that Aleister Black is the #1 contender for Samoa Joe's European Championship, and obviously, as you are aware of, every match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view will be contested in a Hell in a Cell matchup. So these two are set to face each other in a Hell in a Cell. Samoa Joe, I don't know about, you know, if he been watching Aleister Black, but we all know Aleister Black got them kicks, he got them educated feet, he's got that MMA background, and it could come up really strong against Samoa Joe's aggressive kind of strong style of wrestling. So this is kind of like a tune-up match right here for Samoa Joe. You're gonna have to put in that work, and I'm sure Aleister Black is looking on in the back. Oh, what boy said save already. Oh, to the back of the head of Fandango here. Fandango is in big trouble here. Samoa Joe is picking up some momentum. And an Irish whip to the corner, slowly eyeing down his opponent, puts him on the shoulder. Y'all know what's coming next. Y'all know what's coming next. Dead. My boy's dead. Rest in peace. It's a wrap. Get that cover. 1, 2. And an impressive display by the European champion. I don't listen. No one can tell me nothing. Samoa Joe is a beast. This man is a beast. And the only thing this man cares about is that European Championship. And I think he will do everything and anything besides giving up his soul and his dignity to keep that championship around his waist. That is the most prestigious championship in the middle. Wait a minute! Mid-speech. His mate's going to drop the 2. Who in the back messing up my promotion right now? Who messing up the build? That sniff, y'all. It's the hay fever. But listen, the atmosphere is cold. It's bone chilling. And obviously, as I mentioned, this man is set to face Samoa Joe. He gonna do the full-on entrance as well. Aleister Black is not playing. This man, no words are needed for Aleister Black. Everything his words are what he does in the ring. And that is what is so sick and twisted about this man. And that is what is the most... It's not scary, but you can't get into the head of this man. Aleister Black looking straight through the soul of Samoa Joe right now. Samoa Joe must be trembling in them kick pads as Aleister Black is slowly just making his way down to the ring. And he has not taken... That bitch is not taking his eyes off Samoa Joe. Look how he just strolled into the ring here. No chill. Samoa Joe is in the ring just after a pretty dominant victory over Fandango here. And the referee coming in the ring trying to stop this situation here between Samoa Joe and Aleister Black. And Aleister Black saying, I'm right here. Samoa Joe said, I'm going to kill your ass if you get in this ring. Aleister Black walking away here. And Samoa Joe said, bring it. Samoa Joe just said, bring it. Aleister Black heard him, turns around. We're about to get this match up right now. What's going on? The referee's in the ring. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. And these two staring each other down face to face here right now. Not one glimpse away. No one is looking away. Oh, Samoa Joe's backed off. Samoa Joe has backed off. And Samoa Joe said, nah, not today. Not today. We ain't about to do this today. Not today. Referee talk about some counts. You better calm your ass down. Talk about some 1, 2, 3. Listen, this bitch is gone. This bitch is gone. Samoa Joe said not today. And Samoa Joe is taking himself and the European Championship back to the locker room. And I'm guessing we'll have to wait and see what happens at Hell in a Cell. They're about to be lit. But make sure y'all check out Smackdown Live. Got the likes of Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins is their new WWE Champion. So many superstars down there. So many of your favorites are on Smackdown Live. It is a show filled with superstars. Last week, fantastic show, so make sure y'all go check that out. It's in the link in the description. Here we go, y'all. Why is Sheamus here? I mean, who gave Sheamus? Sheamus is making his way down to the ring. I'm guessing he got something important to say, because there ain't no way we usually see Sheamus make his way into the ring like this, like with a microphone in his hand. He need to calm them spikes down. I mean, that could shank my whole eye out. It just pointy as fuck. We haven't really seen Sheamus in action for a while, so I wonder what he's got to say. Pause. My boy said, I got one man on my boy. He said, get your ass. Who do you think he talking to? Sheamus just called out Cesaro and, oh, wait a minute, here he comes. Cesaro ain't the type of person to just chill in the back and just let someone call him out like that. Who do you think this is? This is Cesaro. The man of many languages, yo. You better recognize Sheamus. You ain't go just demand him to come out and think you just about to chill in the background. You're about to come straight to your face. Listen, the sniffing right now and the snot in my nose is just all real. The hay fever is just fully activated right now. It's just deep. Cesaro making his way to the ring. Wonder what he's got to say to that. My boy said I was enjoying some COD. Who got Xbox in the background? Listen, listen, let me just join in. Online game. What y'all saying? I said I don't like you, but he respects you. Fair play. Am I thinking of a tag team situation right now? Cesaro's agreed. It looks like Sheamus and Cesaro are about to join forces, y'all. There's about to be a problem in the tag division. Oh. Oh, Cesaro just calling out everywhere. They're enemies. Whoever pissed them off before, I feel sorry for you because it's double trouble. it's deep. But anyway. Obviously, last week, if you didn't check out last week, Roman Reigns laid down the law and issued a challenge to Brock Lesnar at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view following their match at Survivor Series. And Lesnar is here in the building tonight. Roman Reigns isn't, but Lesnar is here in the building tonight and is going to reply and says he has a few words for my boy Roman Reigns. So I hope Roman Reigns is at home resting with the children and the wife, listening to what my boy Brock Lesnar got to say. But Kevin Nash versus Mojo Rawley is up next. One half of each tag team set to face each other at Hell in a Cell after NWO have activated their rematch clause and will be facing off against the Hype Bros at the next pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. And here come the NWO. I like to keep mentioning this because I just want y'all to keep it in mind here, just because y'all need to understand and y'all need to recognize these two are the longest reigning champions in this universe mode's history so far. And the streak, they had the title for they had the, let's count it. November, December, January, February, March, April, May. They lost the title, I think, in May. Was it May? It was May. I think it was in June. If it was in May, they held the title for 7 months. They lost it in June, it was 8 months. Let's just say 8 months. 8 months! Sleep, these lot are the longest reigning champions and the longest reigning tag team champions in this universe mode history. It's not going to get defeated. No one's going to defeat that streak. Can't do it. And obviously, if they are able to defeat the Hype Bros, who are the new World Tag Team Champions, as you can see there, they'll be 2-time World Tag Team Champions. It's just insane. The NWO are doing bits on this show, but the Hype Bros were the ones to dethrone them, and I think it took everyone by storm. I think it took everyone by a shock. Everyone's soul kind of went into their stomach. I know my jaw dropped. I had to close that mouth. It was a bit deep, and I took about I'll stop. So it's going to be interesting to see the new era of this tag team division progress. I mean, if the Hype Bros are able to defeat NWO again at Hell in a Cell, then this is definitely the start of the Hype Bros era. We can't say it's the start of the Hype Bros era now because it's just a bit too soon. They just won it back. You need to calm the arse down if you think it's the Hype Bro era. But after Hell in a Cell, if they successfully defeat the NWO, then it's on. It's on. It's done. It's done. You just lick off man's head. It's done. You are not getting up. You just cleaned off your skull. You reduced your hairline with the edge of that bitch's heel on the boot. It was a wrap, and picks him up like he's nothing. And that is Mojo Rawley, ladies and gentlemen. This motherfucker don't weigh no lightweight. He ain't talking about some Rey Mysterio size. This bitch is heavy, and Kevin Nash just wrapped him up quickly. Scott Hall made quick work of Zack Ryder. Kevin Nash made quick work of Mojo Rawley. Is this a sight that we will see, except with an addition of the NWO raising the World Tag Team Championships again above their heads as the 2-time World Tag Team Champions at Hell in a Cell? We'll have to see, my boys. We have to see. We've got 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks away. Hell in a Cell is shaping up to be an interesting pay-per-view, to say the least. So make sure you stay tuned. It will be in 2 weeks' time on a Sunday. So make sure you are there, alive and kicking. But Fridays on YouTube, I don't know where they've been. I don't know where this show's been. I don't know what production team is doing. I think they're on vacation. I don't even know what these motherfuckers are doing. But Impact Wrestling should be on Rainkerosene's channel on Fridays. Link in the description to his channel is there. Click it. You can can see all the Smackdown Live videos, all the Impact Wrestling videos. It's a developmental show for Smackdown Live. So some of these guys you will be seeing in a few months' time be promoted into the main roster. But here we are. This is what everyone wants to hear and what everyone was waiting for. Brock Lesnar's reply to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was laying down the law. He was talking all that trash. So Brock Lesnar, you got to come back with something good, because we heard Reigns say he about to break you in half, basically. Are you crazy?
A fan favorite.
Ooh, Leslie got coming like that. Brock Lesnar is not playing. Oh! Oh! Lesnar has basically said he's got a spot for Roman Reigns and suplex that guy. I want to be a suplexy. I don't know about y'all, but anyway, here we go, main event time. CM Punk set to go one-on-one with Chris Jericho, and if you revert back a couple years ago now, actually, in the WWE, these two face each other at WrestleMania for CM Punk's WWE Championship. Now on WCW, CM Punk is facing Chris Jericho in a non-title match, and Chris Jericho is the world champion. Funny how just things work around like that, man. But here we go, the best wrestler in the world, making his way down to the ring. This man has done business. I mean, before the closure of Ring of Honor, he was the longest champion on Ring of Honor. Held that championship for a good while, since the start, really. Never lost it. Had his massive feud that we loved and was respected by all wrestling fans around the world with Rusev. Successfully defeated him and was set to go against Aleister Black before the closure of Ring of Honor. And quickly and instantly, CM Punk was signed up by Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff to the main roster of WCW and was a part of the people that got released. So here he is, CM Punk made his way to WCW and has been a big shot since. Beat Sami Zayn last week. He is obviously one of the 6 superstars in the Armageddon Hell in a Cell at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Make sure you go check it out, man. The pay-per-view about to be lit. Pay-per-view is about to be lit. But Chris Jericho, I mean, this man can't... Listen, this man has been one of the most active champions we've had. I mean, he won it. And then he won it in a one-on-one, fair play. And then he had to defend it in a triple threat match. And now he's got to defend the title again in a Hell in a Cell match. I mean, someone's going off. I mean, maybe someone don't like... Maybe Stone Cold don't like Chris Jericho. I don't know. But whatever it is, Chris Jericho is a fighting champion. And since he's returned, since the disband of the Jericho and Owens show, or JERICHO if you want to call him that, Jericho came back and, you know, instantly said, look, I'm basically going to become world champion, and did it. And this is definitely the clash of the best in the world. But Chris Jericho thinks he's the best in the world. CM Punk thinks he's the best in the world. Who y'all think is the best in the world? I want to know that personally. These two, I'm most successful probably Chris Jericho in real life, but just in terms of what they can do in the ring, I'm a massive fan of CM Punk's work. Like the technicality this man brings to the ring, just incredible. I wish he was still wrestling. He's not, but we focusing back on the universe mode. Let me not delve into that, because I will just get all emotional and I don't want to crack. I'm joking. Listen, your boy's stomach is doing RKOs right now. I need to eat something, but before I go, the suplex, just dropping him onto his back. And here we go, perfectly executed the Lion Soul onto CM Punk. This is enough to get the 3. Jericho, oh! CM Punk gets the shoulder up just before 3. And now eyeing up his opponent. CM Punk making his way to his feet slowly, dropping him on his back. You know what time it is. Can he get him over? If he can get him over and lock it in, we could be seeing CM Punk tap out here. And Chris Jericho's got it locked in. Raking. Just yanking on the legs of Arch in the back, and CM Punk has just tapped out. It was too much for him, and the World Heavyweight Champion puts in a good display. Looking forward to slipping out of this. Ow. Oh man, Chris Jericho, I see you. I see you. Jericho looks ready for Hell in a Cell. Just defeated one of the opponents that he will be facing off against. And wait a minute! Here comes one of the superstars. Also in the Hell in a Cell match, Kenny Omega. And there's a shot to the back here. The big backdrop in the middle of the ring. Flipping hell. Kenny Omega just ran out of nowhere. Oh my lord. Sami Zayn last week versus CM Punk. Those are 2 superstars. Kenny Omega is the 3rd. Chris Jericho is the 4th. Kevin Owens is the 5th. And we've got 1 spot available. And that has not been decided yet by Stone Cold or Eric Bischoff. But Jericho going onto the outside here, picking up the chair. The show meant to be closing out. Here's Jericho with the shot to the midsection of Kenny Omega. The tides have turned, and Jericho's in charge now. The assault has backfired on Kenny Omega's behalf as the chair shots, the lethal chair shots, laying waste into Kenny Omega here. And Chris Jericho picking him up to his feet. He is dazed, and he said, "It's finished." Wait a minute. Kenny Omega, bad drop onto the outside onto the hard mat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are running out of time. It's time to close the show. This man, I don't know, we have to get some security out here. But ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next week for WCW. Take care. Peace.